In this module, we will review different resources to help you edit your writing. This will include an editing checklist, how to cite your references and avoid plagiarism, a presentation on peer editing, and common errors made by Portuguese speakers in English and how to correct them. At the end, you will have some practice with editing in a short activity. In this presentation, we will review how to edit and what it means to edit. This means we will review what you should be doing in your paper and what your reviewers are going to be looking for in your papers as well. Editing. When you have finished writing, it is important to read your writing to catch any errors and make sure the message is clear. Continue reading to learn what types of things you should be looking for when you edit. When exactly should you be editing? If you can, take a break from your paper, come back to your reading and read your writing after your break. Sometimes, if you have been working for a long time on your writing, you might not see your errors. This is why it is important to have other people read your writing too. They will see things that you might miss. Another strategy is to read your writing out loud. Sometimes when you hear your writing, you will hear different errors that you might have missed when you just read it to yourself. When you are editing, check for correct verb tenses. For example, the results shows. This changes to the results show because results is plural. Also, if you are writing in the past, you should continue writing in the past and make sure that your whole paper goes with one tense. At the end of your paper, if you make predictions about the future, it might be okay to use the future tense there. But generally, stick to one tense in your papers. Punctuation. Do you have periods and commas in the correct place? Remember, when you are editing, you can often use periods to replace commas, making your sentences shorter and more clear. And then finally, check for spelling. When someone else is reading your writing, there's often rubrics designed to help them grade your writing and give you different scores. If you are writing scientific papers or anything with data, your reviewers will be looking for specific things in your essay. For example, they will be looking for review of literature. Do you have recent articles cited in your paper? And do you have enough articles cited in your paper? If your articles and citations are outdated, your paper will be less strong and less credible. And if you only use a few citations, your scope might not be big enough. What examiners look for. Examiners will also look at the presentation of your results. Has your hypothesis been tested? Is your data clear and easily understood? Do you discuss patterns and results? Does your paper or solution in your paper address the problem posed in the beginning? These are important questions that you should be asking yourself and that examiners will be looking for when assessing your writing. What examiners look for. Part 3, Methodology. What are the limitations in your methodology? Are you aware of them, and do you mention them in your paper? Is the methodology for data collection appropriate? Do you use quantitative or qualitative data? And also, are the techniques you use for your analysis appropriate for your study? These are other questions that you should be asking yourself and that examiners will also be looking for too. If you need more information on what reviewers are looking for or how you should be editing, you can follow the following link. Next in this module, you will review how to cite your references and avoid plagiarism. Then you will look at peer editing and common errors made by Portuguese speakers in English. Finally, you will do some editing practice.